This is a banger right here. This track. Love this track. Men from Southern California visit Indiana. The Irish versus the Trojans. Craig Smith trying to get USC another victory this season. This is ESPN College Football, our matchup for this hump day. Number 8 USC versus number 17 Notre Dame. We are here at Notre Dame Stadium. Packed house. I see that group of USC fans on the right side there of the screen. Now time for the coin toss. Oh, we gotta pick. We gotta pick. Tails. Notre Dame wins the toss. We're gonna receive. Oh, that is deep. Okay, so we're going to start off on the 25. Impact player, the junior halfback Dante Reed. His last game, 125 rushing yards on 25 carries. Alright, let us try play action on the first play. Change it up. Oh gosh. There we go. We found Anderson. 21 yards on the reception by Patrick Anderson. Nicely done there. Good pass by Smith. That's what I'm talking about. Go with HB stretch. That quiets the crowd a little bit. Oh boy. So that will take the Trojans back 5 yards. First and 15 now. So the noise may be a factor. Do we have a draw play here? No, we don't. Let's go to E spot. Fuck. Oh, Lord help me. Second and 15 now. Oh, no. We only have ace and M. Okay. Good. I was about to say. I'm gonna hand it off here to Reed. Reed will just get 4. It's now 3rd and 11. Try white corner. Fuck! Poor pass there. Scott may take it all the way. Yeah, and Fillmore get to him. No, he won't. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Eric Scott with the pick 6. So Notre Dame the first to strike. Need to make up for that on the next drive. Scores now 7-0 Notre Dame. We want that jeweled shillelagh, but in order to do so, we need to score 7 on the drive. Won't be easy. Let's try a deep pass on first down. At least I know where our receivers are going. This one, hit it for Carter. He makes the cap. 30 yards on the reception for Vincent Carter. Took a big hit, but still held on to the ball. That's what I'm talking about. First down for USC. Craig Smith took it as well. Let's go. Hand it off to Reed. Ball spotted at the Notre Dame 45. There we go. Not bad of a run for Dante Reed. It's 2nd and 2. Dante Reed is going to get stopped by number 1 on Notre Dame. That's Dominic Cooper. So 3rd and 2 now. Really gotta... Okay, let's try this comeback Z post. Anderson, her target here. Can we get it to him? Yes, we can. Woo! Heart rate rose on that play. So I saw the pressure coming in. But I saw Anderson open as well. I believe Smith did a sidearm type throw. And he got the reception. Reed only get 2 yards on the run. It's 2nd and 8. Lachlan will run it up this time. It's now 3rd and 5 for the Trojans. Okay. Let's go double flex here. Why not? Why not do a slip screen here? There we go. Block. Nice, nice. And he gets the touchdown. 21-yard touchdown reception. Craig Smith to Dante Reed on the screen play. And USC now has points. Kinda like this challenge. Can't tell for shit what the route is gonna be, so I go with routes, or I go with plays that I'm most comfortable with, including that HP slip screen. After this PAT by Lee, the score is now tied at 7. Okay. I think I was planning to play that UCLA Stanford game, so that's why I skipped out of that studio update. Notre Dame now back on offense. The first time we get to see the Fighting Irish on offense. Number 15 is the backup QB. Ryan Kane out with some sort of injury. Nelson, get up to him. There we go. So Sam Henry looks like he's a lefty, wearing 15 like Tim Tebow. And Nelson realizing late that Henry was out in the clear. So it's now 2nd and 19 for the Fighting Irish. And off to Johnson the second. He's going to get a good amount of yardage. He gets the first down. It's Curtis Johnson the second. 28 yards on the rush. There we go, Garcia with the pick on that wide receiver screen. Right to him. Good hand-eye coordination by Garcia. Just waiting for something to happen there while covering number 7. There we go. Alright, let's do HP counter here on the first play of the drive. Other way, other way. First down and more for Dante Reed. Notre quieted the stadium a little bit. Found Vincent Carter. And he gets the first down. 2 consecutive first downs by USC.
That makes it first and 10.
Time to run an HB stretch. And Dante Reed will get 9 yards there. Ball's now on the Notre Dame 5. We'll run it here. Try and at least get the first down. Oh. Ah, no. Reed was short. It's now 3rd and inches. Okay, we're going to hand it off to the fullback here. Our fullback is Flynn. Big play here. There we go. First down. And it's 1st and goal now for USC. Okay, let's try this spacing HB weak. I want to hit the outside man harder. Okay, got that pass thrown away before getting sacked. 2nd and goal. Alright, curl flat. Try to hit Flynn. Here's the best route. Fuck! Loss of 6. And it's now 3rd and goal. I needed one of my receivers just to hang around there on the right side. And I would have gotten the touchdown, but he was trying to move in more towards the middle of the field. I didn't want that to happen. Carter, he'll get the touchdown. Nicely done. On 3rd and goal, Vincent Carter able to keep his feet in, and they're going to look at this play. He was in. Look at that. Toes were on grass 100% of the time. There we go. The touchdown stands, and USC now has the lead. Our score, USC 14, Notre Dame 7. This one headed for Johnson II. Game summary. Many more plays done by USC this first quarter, and many more total yards. This is only the 2nd offensive drive for Notre Dame. Lefty Henry in shotgun. He'll keep it on read option. 2nd and 4. He'll go cover 1 press. Henry back to pass. He's going to lob it to Ernst. And Ernst gets the 27-yard reception there. The first completed pass by Sam Henry. First down for Notre Dame. Notre Dame all bunched up. They're going to hand it off to Johnson. Only 2 yards there, and this will end the first quarter. Our score, USC 14, Notre Dame 7. This is Hump Day Football on Twitch. Here we go, 2nd and 8. Let's try cover 2 blitz. Let's start the quarter off with a bang on their offense. Evans in motion. This will be completed to Johnson. And he'll get the first down. Survive the first hit. Able to get the ball past the first down marker. So Notre Dame moves the chains here. They are in USC territory. And here is a handoff to Johnson. Gain of 10, second and inches. Let's try and push him back here. Oh no! Johnson the second, another first down run for him. He's now at 53 rushing yards on the day. Ball is now on the USC 16. Now pass here. This one through the uprights, incomplete. Unfortunately, that is not points in football. So second and 10. This one past the end zone, another incomplete pass. Third and 10. Good job by USC's defense on those last two plays. Offense bunched up here. And they'll get it to Dixon. Dixon will be short. And this will be a field goal try. This kick is up. It is good. And the score is now 14-10 in favor of USC. 5:01 left in the second quarter. Vincent Carter ready to bring it up here. Okay, so we'll be having stellar field position to start off on the drive. Need to rely on big gains here. Oh no. Okay. 5-yard gain for Dante Reed. Second and 5. Let's take it to the left side this time. Oh. Almost got to the first down line, but it's now 3rd and 1. Shakes. Let's do it. There we go, we found Reed. First down, USC. Let's try mesh here. Oh, nice. See the route now. Anderson looks like he might be open. Shit. Ah! Okay. So 2 men. 8 up Craig Smith there. Loss of 10. Second and 20. Let's go RB outs. Nice, stay in. Oh. Okay, interesting. Catch there by Carter. Gets back the yards that occurred on the sack. So 3rd and 10. Let's do a rollout. Get there. Yes, he will. Another reception by Vincent Carter. And USC moves the chains. Let's Try TE post. Gilmore makes the gap. Gains 6. 2nd and 4. Alright, we'll run it here. Who's our running back? Lachlan is our running back. Third and inches. Real close to a first. Okay, this should get us the first down. Okay, 1st and 10. USC still has all their timeouts remaining, so no rush here. Let's do it. Let's run the Birds. This one is deep for Trev, and it's incomplete. I believe Trev had a hand on it. It's just that wasn't able to complete it. 2nd and 10. Oh my goodness, it's a fumble, and Notre Dame recovers. You gotta be shitting me. Oh, clear fumble there. O-line was a revolving door on that play. So that drive ends in a fumble recovery by the defense. Notre Dame takes over just around midfield. This one is a catch by Dixon. See if this is worth challenging. I don't know. I feel like I want to lose that challenge. Oh, they're going to review it. Thank you, sir. I hope it's overturned.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Ah! So it's a big gain there by Notre Dame. They are at the USC 29. 1st and 10. Hurry back to pass. He's going to find Hardy. Jed Hardy. It's now 2nd and 4. Notre Dame uses up their first timeout. Oh boy. That one is completed by Jace McDonald. Nice catch by him. 10-yard gain and another first down for Notre Dame. Alright, now the goal is just to limit them to a field goal. Try and retain this lead going into halftime. Henry gets it to Dixon, tackled by Finn Atwola. Gain of 5 there, and Notre Dame uses up their second timeout. 1:17 remaining in the second quarter. And Henry is going to slide. He could have taken it all the way to the end zone. 3rd and inches. Ernst will make the catch, step out of bounds. It's 1st and goal. Ball is at the USC 1. So you know what we're going to do here. We're going to do Blitz C. Sam Henry in shotgun. They're going to pass. And they're going to get it to Ernst for the TD. Notre Dame takes the lead now, with 53 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Alright, so still time for us to take it into field goal range and tie the game up. Notre Dame has the ball to start off the third quarter, so I think it's worth it to go ahead and go for a drive here. Ref, okay, we'll return this one. Oh, dude. He had broken that tackle. Here we go. 50-second drill for Craig Smith. Oh, oh! Okay, 2nd and 10 now. That pass was overthrown. Broke my heart to see that pass go over the head of Carter. And this one is caught by Jefe. He's going to get more. Oh, dude, 11 is not going to get to Jefe. It's a touchdown for USC. A 2-play drive. And USC takes the lead. That was a 14-second drive. You love to see it. And the score is now USC 21, Notre Dame 17. I thought that pass was going to be overthrown as well, but Jefe got to it. That man amazes me. So no return here by Notre Dame. We'll see what they do. 259 total yards so far in the half for USC. Henry looking for someone. We'll find Blake. And whoa. One of my defenders took a bad route. And it took a while for Blake to be ruled down. No huddle here by Notre Dame. They only have one timeout remaining. They're not in a rush here. But they may go for one more play. Will they? Will they go for one more play? They will. And no time left in the second quarter. Our score at halftime, USC 21, Notre Dame 17. We need the 3 and out. Then we can score a TD and get ourselves a healthy lead. That's the game plan. Bunch formation for Notre Dame. McConnell in motion. So on a play action. Sam Henry does not find anyone open. 2nd and 10. Henry could have ran it forward for a few yards. Instead, he just chucked it out of bounds. And Johnson, the second, runs for 2 yards there. 3rd and 8. Be a screen. And USC will swallow him up. Loss of 1. It's now 4th and 9. Okay. There's a bunt by number 27. This one's a deep punt. Carter returning it. Dokie. Craig Smith going back out there to lead his offense. go in this direction here with Dante Reed. Okay. And 7. 2nd and 3. 10 carries so far for Dante Reed. We'll fake the end around. USC 6-0, looking to improve to 7-0. Dante Reed improves on his running stats there on that drive, on that play. And it's a new set of downs for the Trojans. We'll see if the Andersons will be open on this one. Wasn't too sure if that defender was gonna reach me. So I threw it away. 2nd and 10. Andersons were not open on that last play. What a bummer. Block him. Go. There we go. First down, USC. That is worthy of a replay. Nice block by Flynn. Good blocking ahead by Joel Fillmore. That gets Reed the first down. Alright, we can do a screen. Why not? Why not? Why not? And there we go. Changed it up a little bit with the play calling. Went with the wide receiver screen. Joel Fillmore gets the first down. We'll go run to the left edge. Lachlan, 1 yard on the run. 2nd and goal. Alright, we'll see if Square can get open. That's Carter. Touchdown, USC. Yes, sir. Carter was open there on the left side of the field. And Craig Smith, good pass directly to him. That was a fastball to Carter. So, we achieved our game plan for these first few minutes of the third quarter. Got Notre Dame to go 3 and out, and got USC the TD. So now the Trojans are up by 11 with 3:20 left in the third quarter. This one headed for Hickman. Trojans on defense. 1 sack and 1 interception so far. Notre Dame starting off on their own 20. Sam Henry hands it off to Johnson II. He'll get 10 yards on the play. Just short of the first down. It's 2nd and inches. We'll go cover 2 spy. Oh no! Get him, Matsuola. There we go. Still ended up with a loss. Ben Atuola credited with the TFL. I gambled on him handing it off to the running back. Gamble failed there, but Atuola picked me up. 3rd and 1 now. This is a keeper. Henry will find himself the first down. user tackle. That would be a penalty in real life. But in video games, nope, it's not. Ball now on the Notre Dame 36. Henry looking for a receiver. He gets sacked. Could not escape the pocket there. Second and 17. We'll go cover one. Dixon in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep. He did not sweep enough, so Dixon only gets 4 yards. It's now 3rd and 13. Henry looking for an open receiver. Gets hit hard. Incomplete. 4th and 13. Another punt coming up from Notre Dame. Okay, this guy's a NFL-bound punter. Kicked it very deep and pins USC. Pretty deep. Not too deep, but they're going to start off at their own 24. Reed gains 6 on the run. 2nd down. Reed is now over the 100 rushing yard mark. Very nice. I think we should do a little more game management at this point. Yes. Oh, he was not over the 1st down marker. So, nice tackle there by that Fighting Irish defender. So 3rd and inches coming up here. Just gonna do a standard run. Only need inches, and Reed will get plenty of inches there. That did not sound right. But 1st down for the Trojans. Let's go make this the last play of the quarter. The counter. Yeah, let's switch sides. Oh. Hopefully Reed is fine. We need him in the 4th quarter. So at the end of the 3rd quarter, the score is USC 28, Notre Dame 17. USC will start off on offense when we return from this brief highlight reel. Okay, let's try flanker dig. Not by Reed. Oh, jeez. Third and 10. Let's go with FB angle. I can run this play blind. There we go, Lachlan with the catch. There we go. Oh. Number 25 trips Lachlan up, but he gets 46 yards on that reception. Okay, no need to risk much here. We are in field goal range. So I'll go with a couple runs. I got a block, okay. Reed is hurt. That is the universal sign of an injury in college football. Well, according to this game. We'll get an update on him in a bit. Lachlan, though, will be doing the running here. And it's a first down run for Martin Lachlan.
Gain of 6 yards. That makes it first and goal.
Reed will be out for the rest of the game with a strained back, so he'll be back for next week's matchup. We'll give him a rest. And Lachlan will get himself the touchdown. Oh, we'll keep him on the bench. We'll keep Reed rested. Martin Lachlan not doing too bad. Score is now USC 35, Notre Dame 17. Studio update. We're gonna play that game, I think. 18-point lead for the Trojans. Impressive kick there by Lee. Lockdown defense, 2 sacks for USC, 1 interception so far. Henry is gonna run it finally. And he gets past one guy. He gets it to inside the Notre Dame 45. Henry, dude, so close to a sack. Instead, Curtis Johnson gets 7 yards on the play. 2nd and 3. Completed to Luke Dixon. And takes it into USC territory. So, efficient drive so far from the Fighting Irish. Still want the pick here. Evans. This is probably his first reception. Let's see. Jefe, yep, that is his first reception for 9 yards. 2nd and 1. Let's send another rusher. Nope. Jed Hardy with the catch, the shove, and the first down. 1st and goal. Yikes. Defense faltering here. Sam Henry in shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Johnson. 2-yard gain. 2nd and goal. Ball on the USC 4. Let's try pinch zone.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Sand! Black 90! Black 90!
Motion.
Jack! Thunder!
Oh, boy. Sam Henry scores the TD on the read option keeper. So USC defense was looking one way, Henry went the other way, and now they're going to go for 2 to make it a 10-point game. And they don't convert. So the difference is 12 points between the two teams. And Notre Dame gonna go for the onside. Here we go, Chaz rushing with the recovery. Very nice. Notre Dame does have all their timeouts remaining, so expect them to start burning those timeouts. Ball is spotted at the Notre Dame 45. We're going to go to Lachlan here on the misdirection. Second and 3.
That'll bring up second and 3.
HB Blast. Let's do it.
Three down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Lachlan will get himself the first down.
Gain of 12 yards. That makes it first and
So, we will keep running it. I will spoil you guys. We will keep running it because this is Lee's range of field goal attempts here. We gotta wait for the clock to run down. Or if I can switch. And there's the first time out, burned by the Fighting Irish at 2:16. Ball is on the Notre Dame 22. Battle of two top 25 teams here. USC looking to improve in the rankings. Alright. Clock is stopped at 2:12. I don't want to run into the left side of the field just in case we don't convert. Ware will be given the ball this time. We'll get the first down though. Nice. Not good defense there by Notre Dame. But we'll take it.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Lachlan on the run. Gain of 3. No timeouts left for Notre Dame. They are going to watch helplessly as the clock ticks. After this game is over, we'll be recording game highlights for the YouTube channel as we do for every single win here on College Football Revamped. I feel like we can kneel it at this point, but we'll see what they want us to do. We'll do another run. Defense trying to hype up the crowd, even though it's almost a lost cause at this point. What are we doing here? Some counterplay? Alright, we'll get 3 points. We will let this play clock run down as much as possible. Oh, thank you for the music, but we're winning. We're about to extend our lead too. USC now up 38-23. Whoa. Alright, I won't be playing this game. I finally made my decision. I'm not going to play this game. I think this will be the score I will take for the week 8. Okay, 12 seconds left. Lee boots it. Still gonna be a touchback. Completed to Johnson the second. gain of 3. And they are scrambling to get a playoff here. They're going to spike it. So, one last play coming up from the Fighting Irish. And that will seal the deal. Will give USC the victory. There's no such thing as 15-point plays in this game. Or in college football in real life. Or NFL in real life. So, whatever they do here, even if they... Oh, there's a sack. Fitting in for this game. And it's a final. The play of the game. Craig Smith to Leon Treff for the touchdown. USC wins the Battle of the Jeweled Shillelagh. Wonder if there's a cutscene that will show them with the shillelagh. Player of the game, Craig Smith, the QB. 4 total touchdowns in the game. There is the shillelagh. Craig Smith gets to LARP as Finley for this weekend. You love to see USC victories, Pac-12 victories.